our video about county cross stitch. I'm Dottie stitching Scotty, and this is one of my Scotties, Winston, and he's so happy to be here today and wish y'all a happy October. This is video, I think, number 188 or 189. Today is Saturday, October the 19th, and here we are ready to share some of our adventures about county cross stitch and y'all. So, now we'll have to meet Striker. You know, we always have to do this because my mother-in-law, Jeanette, she always likes to see the dogs, the Scotties. And this one, he's a ham, so he loves to be on the camera. So say hey to everybody today. All right. And really, he likes the treat that he gets. Today, they're getting real rabbit and sweet potato. And I hope that doesn't make anybody feel bad. But anyway, I have some finishes today. No, I have a finish today. I have 2 FFOs, but I'll have to show pictures because I've already given them to the person that was supposed to get them. And I have some works in progress. Whip Go is kind of went by the wayside. But you know, that's okay. It's you know, my house, my rules, you know, that kind of thing. And I've got a featured shop today, and it's very interesting. And she even is doing a retreat and has a spot left. So I'll be telling y'all about that. And we also have a free pattern. And I have the announcement for the giveaway that we have, plus that we had last week. I have the announcement of the winner, and then plus my 2-year Flosstubers is coming up on Halloween, October the 31st. I had it that day so I wouldn't forget when it was. But anyway, we'll have a big giveaway then, and if we ever get the last 31 people to subscribe, so be sure and hit that button, subscribe button. If you hit the bell, you'll know every time I make a video. That's all it tells you, and I only make one a week usually, and here lately not even that. And like the video, and it's greatly appreciated. So anyway, when we get to 2,000 subscribers, we'll also have another big giveaway. So we're going to start out today, and I've been watching Two Tall Stitchers. I love to see Jennifer and Carol. They always have the most beautiful quilts when they come on, and then, you know, they're just funny, and they ask a question of the day. So imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, so I'm going to ask y'all a question. So our question of the week is going to be, do you use a needle threader, or do you lick your thread and then try to get it through the needle, or do you fold your thread and try to thread it through the needle, or do you just poke it through the needle? So be sure and comment below, because I'd like to see. Now, I won't make a fancy graph like Jennifer does, but we will say, you know, how many people commented, and, you know, I won't tell your name or anything, but we'll, you know, it'll be interesting to see hear the results, because that's something I've always wondered. Okay, and I'll mention that later in the video. So let's talk about our giveaway last week. I have the Cross Stitch Special Collection issue for Halloween, the 2024 issue. And you also, I was throwing in this issue of the County of Just Cross Stitch magazine too. And you were supposed to comment with the word spook. And this one was quite clever. She had spook and added a Y. And now you know who you are. It's Rebecca Dilworth 2585, and it's Rebecca Dilworth 2585. Congratulations, Rebecca. Just be sure and email me your correct name, your mailing address, and I will get this in the mail to you this week. And my email will be below. If not, it's stitchings. Well, it'll be below, but I'm going to tell you it's stitchingscotty@gmail.com. And congratulations. There are some cute patterns in here, so you're really going to like it. And there's some cute things in this one also. Just Cross Stitch has really revamped their magazine. They're in the process of doing that. And they keep, tweaking it just a little bit. And it's a great magazine. They've got some really good projects in it. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I want to show my 2 FFOs, and I'm going to have to insert pictures. The first one is called the Nurse's Sampler. Now, it's not anywhere you can buy it. And the other one is called the Nurse's Honor Guard. And what I will do is I will explain about that. I have a childhood friend. We were in 1st grade together. That's how long we've known each other. And she's a nurse. Well, she was a nurse. She's retired now. And she's in the Nurse's Honor Guard in South Carolina. And they have quite a following. She was doing a program and speaking here in Spartanburg, where I live. And then tomorrow, which is today, they'll be in Irmo, South Carolina, doing a party for this special lady. And she commissioned me to chart these verses that this lady had written, and they are going to give them to her today. In fact, they probably gave them to her already. So Sharon and I communicated, and she told me what colors she wanted. I took the pieces to the framer, and she talked to him over FaceTime, because she lives in the lower part of the state, and we picked out everything. And so she came up yesterday, or day before yesterday, and we got the pieces. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a picture here. I got the sampler borders from the border book by Brenda Keys. She has some great borders in there, and I just kind of tweaked things a little bit, and I just got an alphabet book out and just used one of the alphabets in the book. So, and the book was out of print, so yeah. But anyway, I will insert a picture here of both samplers. I used Jill Arts cobblestone. It's a black. No, it's cast iron skillet. That's what it was. It was cast iron skillet, and then I used Mermaid Spin from Classic Color Works, and the red was a sulky thread, and I'm not sure of the number. It was just a very pretty red that I had. And those are the 3 colors I used. They're on 36 count linen with 1 strand over 2 threads. And there's loads of back stitching because all the words of all the verses, as you could tell, are back stitched. So anyway, I hope she likes them as much as Sharon did. And I really appreciate it. And I had inserted a picture of my friend Sharon also with that. Okay, so what kind of finish did I have? Well, I had Halloween, all of a sudden I'm like, holy cow, it's almost the middle of October and I'm not doing Halloween. Oh my goodness. So I picked out Toil and Trouble because it was close to a finish by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I know when I first started this, I was on my way to the attic one year, and it was fun to stitch it on the plane. But I'm using Stormy Night, and it's 32 count. And the stitch count is 76 by 113. All the flosses are DMC. And there's a little back stitch for the spider web, but here's my finish. I just think that is so cool. I love the witch's cauldron with the spider hanging out and the cute little bat. I just thought that was just really cute. And that candy corn. Now, I did make one change. The color for the word trouble, which was DMC 04, I changed to DMC 414 because it didn't show up on this fabric. It was the same color as this fabric, just about. So I thought this would be so much better. And I like the way it shows up for Trouble and Bubble. So it was fun. And this is 2 strands over 2 threads. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to finish it yet, but I am going to finish it myself. And it's not going to go to the framer just because I have some Halloween things I got. And, you know, I'd like to do that. Then I have 2 FFOs from the past. And they're Halloween, you know, genre. And this one is, well, I can't remember the name of it. But it's something to do with Halloween, and it's a shepherd's bush pattern. And this is on 18 count cork linen. And I'm using all the call for threads. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this used pearl cotton. It's been so long ago, I can't remember. And I bought the buttons from just another button company. And this is that. And I liked the frame because it was kind of bumpy looking. And it made it look spooky, I thought. And I had it double matted. So with orange to bring out the pumpkins. And the green just suited it. So I really like that. And it says, a witch's moon shines clear and bright. Pumpkins flicker with ghostly sight. Bats and spiders give all a fright. Creepy crawly Halloween night. So there you go. All right. So that was one past fully finished object. The next one is a Blackbird, and this is called Midnight Watch, and I've seen a lot of people stitching on it, and I thought, gosh, I need to get mine out and show them that I've actually finished something. And this is, I did this in 2013. It hadn't been out very long, I think, and I'm not really a big cat person because, you know, I'm a dog person. But when I saw this cat up against the moon on that house with the pumpkins, I thought, I've got to stitch that. And I just thought it was really, really pretty. And the moon seemed to take forever to stitch. The house, not so much. But I'll hold it up here so you can see. But I used all the call for threads. And I just loved the border. And I had so much fun stitching this one. And I don't remember exactly what cloth this is on. I have no clue. But it's 2 strands over 2. And I do know it's 28 count. Because that was all I used to stitch on. But I do love Blackbird Designs pieces. And this is very Halloween-y. But I like to leave it up a little bit longer just because it's fall, you know. And because it doesn't say Halloween, you know. Cats can get against the moon when it's not Halloween, you know. But anyway, those are my 2 Halloween finishes, FFOs. So, the next thing I have to show are my whips, or works in progress. The first one I'm going to show is a stitch along that I'm doing with my friends from Stitch, Florida. We decided, our table 15, we decided when we were there that we would buy one of Susan's Sweet Wing Studios patterns. And we just liked this one because it had floss in it. And it talked about friendship. And so we decided to name our stitch along, or Sal, hashtag Friendship Retreat Sal. And it is listed on the page, the calendar Sal page, or Salendar page. And this one says, friendship above all ties does bind the heart, and faith in friendship is the noblest part. And one of our stitchers in our group has divided this up into 6 equal parts to where we stitch, you know, equally. When you do stitch the right thing. This time I stitched the wrong floss ring, but hey, it's okay. It'll be easier on somebody else. So each month that we have the little assignment of what we're supposed to stitch. And Alicia, the fanciful flamingo, goodness, I can't talk, was so nice. And she donated us a piece of fabric. So we divided that in 6 parts. And yeah, So it's 16 count. I said last time it was 14 count. Oh, no, no, no. It's 16 count. And it's from Grace Notes Fabric, but I do not know the name of the fabric. So this is not my piece. This is Natalia's piece. I had Carrie's piece first, I think. No, I had my piece first. And so I mailed it to somebody, and then I now have Natalia's piece, and I'll mail it to somebody else, and then I'll get somebody else's piece and do part 3. So this is parts 1 and 2. As you can tell, we've got the floss, and we put our name with the state that we're from. And so underneath mine, I put Dottie SC for South Carolina. And then it says friendship above all ties. And all I had to stitch was the ties, the 2 hearts, and the ring of floss. And that's what I had to stitch. So I'm using 2 strands over 2. And her flosses, oh, they're very nice. She substituted several different things here. She's got some beautiful colors. She has a cottage garden. She's got some DMCs, and she's also got Forbidden Fiber Co. Gargoyle, and this is the gargoyle color. And then one I'd never heard of, it's called Night Stalker's Calling, and this is such a beautiful blue. Isn't that beautiful? And I never heard of that floss dyer. And she's got a belle soie. It's called Fufu Flamingo. Isn't that cute? And there's the flamingo color. So you can tell I'm just making her thread to be a hot mess. There you go. Okay. So anyway, it's ready to go on to the next person. And I'll be mailing that off probably this week when I mail off the giveaway. And, you know, if I hear from the person that actually won it. And if not, we'll draw again next time. So we'll just have to see. But, yeah, we're really excited. So, you know, buy that chart from Susan at Sweet Wing Studio or your local needlework shop. And go ahead and stitch with us, because there's no start, there's no end. It's going to take us at least 6 months to do this, maybe even a month more, you know, because we kind of got a bumpy start. But we're having a good time stitching it, and we get together in Zoom once a month, and we talk about, you know, just different stuff and stitching, of course. And, you know, it's just great. Some of my best friends I have met through retreats, and these ladies are just awesome. You know, there's some from Florida, some from Georgia, and then, of course, I'm from South Carolina. So, yeah, who would have thought it? So, anyway, that's the noblest part. And if you have any questions, feel free. I can't talk today. It's been this way all day today, even at work. But feel free to comment below, or you can email me or instant message me, and you know, on Instagram, and you know, ask me questions. So I'd be willing, you know, to answer those if you need to. All right. So what are we doing next? Next, I have, oh, and I'm so excited about this, and I love this pattern. I got this in the Sip and Stitch box from Primrose Cottage, and I actually still forgot to bring the little mug up, but I did put a picture in it last week. But I brought the finishing kit that came with it. But this is called No Tricks, Just Treats. Is that not the cutest little pillow? I just fell in love with it when I saw it. When I opened the box, I was like, oh, yay. But I got all the call for threads, DMC. And I got the finishing kit for No Tricks, Just Treats. We got cloth, fabric, wool, and rickrack. I probably won't use the wool because I do the seam at the bottom instead of cutting the place in the back, because to me that's just too much work. All right, and then we got another pattern. The featured pattern was the Halloween Cauldron. And I'm going to do that because I think it's adorable, but that'll probably go for next Halloween. But I just had to do No Tricks, Just Treats first. And we got the hoop for that. And then we also got another pattern. And it's called, yeah, it is, Halloween Mini, okay? And I'm just going to show you this right here. Isn't that cute? And it's in the little cauldron mug that we got. So, so cute. Yes. So anyway, I like that. So those will be for next time. We got some candy corn floss drops. And we got some Halloween charms. And I didn't use them until I've shown them to y'all. So now I can take them out and use them. Aren't those cute? The little ghost. Oh, there's the little ghost. Yeah, and candy corn and a quilt square or star. And let's see. Yeah. And we got some stickers. But, of course, I put my stickers up. Yeah. So, I don't have those to show. But, I mean, it's a great box. Plus, we got the little coffee mug, you know, the witch's cauldron. So, I mean, it's a great box. And it's a good, I mean, 3 patterns, you know, and then all this other. So, that's good. And then she even put a free pattern out for everyone. You have to do the free, it's a Friday cross stitch pattern. And it goes along with no tricks, just treats. It's like boos and hisses and pumpkin kisses or something like that. And it's so, so cute. And I can't show you just because it was just the pattern. So anyway, be sure and go and subscribe to their newsletter so you can go on Fridays. And some Fridays you get a free quilt pattern, and other Fridays you get a free cross stitch pattern. So, I mean, you know, it's a win-win. And they do their Flosstube on Thursdays. So be sure and check them out because they are so, so sweet. And I do want to say, you know, my heart goes out to that family because the girls lost their grandfather. And, you know, I just pray for comfort and strength in the days ahead for them, you know, without him. Okay, then and I need to show you what I worked on, duh. Okay, this is Forbidden Fiber, and this is No Tricks, Just Treats, and I didn't get much done because I spent most of my time on Toil and Trouble. And this is what I got done. I had Tricks and Treats last time. I did the no and outlined that, and I just got to fill in the background and started on the ghost. So it's not very much. But it's on 32 count, and I'm using 2 strands of DMC, all the call for colors. And I think it's so pretty. And no, I didn't cut my fabric straight. Too bad. But, you know, it's not going to matter because I'm just going to sew it up. So, okay. So then, the last thing I stitched on this week, I thought I had a lot of stitching time, but I evidently didn't. I'm working again on the Lord's Prayer sampler, and I was doing so good, and then I got to looking, and I had 1 stitch too many in the first symbol or design of what I was working on, and I had to take all of it out. So I've taken part of it out and then just started stitching again. So there's like a gap from where I've taken out and what I still need to take out because I was like, oh, I got to stitch. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, I'm down. Yeah, I am. I'm down here at the word power right here. And I was working on this, and these hearts that look like flowers are centered in there, the motif. And you can tell it really, really a lot. So I had to take it out. It was just bad. And this is 32 count. No, I lied. It's 36 count. And it's 1 strand over 2 threads. And no, it's 32 count. I'm right. I need to write this down on my patterns because it just keeps going. But anyway, I didn't get much done, like I said. But this is what I've got done total. And see where I started stitching, and then when I saw that this motif was not centered, I ripped out, went ahead and stitched the motif, and then added the second, you know, like vine, I guess is what you'd call it. I had all this done, And I was like, oh, I'm doing so well. Yeah. So now I have to rip this out and redo it. But anyway, we're making progress. This part is on page 9. Yay! So I'm getting on down, and it's got a little bit of back stitch. I'm using all the call for threads, except I'm using Swamp Water from Weeks Dye Works instead of Espresso DMC. So, because it was one of the 4,000s that you had to do. So anyway, that's my stitching for the week. Not a lot, but hey, I got some finishes, so I'm happy. Okay, so now let's talk about the Etsy, or not Etsy shop, but let's talk about the featured designer. She does not have an Etsy shop. She has a website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the code in because, well, I'll start there. Anyway, okay, I had to redo my notes because there was something wrong. Okay, Nonstop Stitching, our featured shop for today. I'm going to show a few things, and if you want free shipping, you can put in Scotty Ship, and I will put that in the I'll put that below. And also that's for free shipping for orders over $15 in the US. She doesn't ship outside the US. I'm so sorry. And then or you can do 10% off your entire order, a 10% discount if you put Scotty 10. And that's SCOTTIE 10 for the 10% discount. Or if you'd rather have free shipping and your order is over $15, you can put Scotty, SCOTTIE SHIP for that. And we're going to start, and I'm going to show you and talk about the retreat right now. Okay. All right. She's having a retreat November 15th through the 17th. It starts Friday at 5 p.m. and goes till Sunday at 1 p.m. You're responsible for getting your own place to stay. The closest airport is the Greenville-Spartanburg Airport, and Duncan is the closest town with hotels. Spartanburg also has hotels. The retreat is going to be in Reedville, South Carolina, which is very close. It's between Spartanburg and Duncan. And what's included is you get a spot in the stitching room, continental breakfast Saturday, catered lunch Saturday, catered dinner Saturday, and a continental breakfast Sunday in a goodie bag. Okay? Then, if you have any questions, you can check her website at www.nonstopstitching.com. And you can click the events tab, or you can email her at nonstopstitching@gmail.com. The retreat is $125, and it's really a good deal because it includes the food and you get to enjoy time with your stitchy friends. And this is what it looks like on the web page. And she takes PayPal and credit cards too, I think. So be sure and check that out. All right. Then she also has a Halloween mystery pack. And she gets a Halloween mystery pack, and it's got cross-stitch accessories. And you'll have a wicked good time creating eerie designs. And it contains 2 spooky patterns and fun-themed stitch items. So it's kind of a mystery. And it's only $30. So it's not bad. It's a very good deal. Okay, then let's look at some of her patterns. Okay, this one was my favorite. It says A Stitcher Haunts Here. And this is by the Witchy Stitcher. And she's got 2 colorways. You can do like the black and white, which is like the primitive looking one, or you can do the color one. And see, the color one is right here. And then the black and white one is right there. Well, I say black and white, but it's like sepia or something. All right. Then she also has needle minders, and this is Adventure Needle Minder, and it says somewhere. And her needle minders are very good quality and very reasonably priced. Then Sweet Wing Studio, Susan has Among the Trees. Isn't that pretty? She has that. It says I'm Home Among the Trees by J.R. Tolkien. Then we have Angel Charms. Aren't those pretty? We also have Angel Scissor Fob. And I thought this was so cute. Now, Olivia, I know you've got to get this for your granddaughter. An animal caddy, and it's a shark. It's so cute. Just look at that. Because her granddaughter goes, shark, shark, shark. She just loves sharks. And this one's called Antidepressant. And look, it's all kitty cats. Okay. Then we have, As He Said, by Sweet Wing Studio. It's a beautiful pattern. I love the bunny and the lamb. We also have the Autumn Doxology. It says, Praise Him, All Creatures Here Below, by Susan with Sweet Wing Studio. The squirrels are just so, so cute. Then this one I want to say is from Counting Puddles, but don't quote me on that. It's bear something. But isn't that pretty? See how you can see the bear in there with the looking at the butterflies? So pretty. Then we have from Dirty Annie's, it's Blame It All on My Roots. Look at those pink cowboy boots. Then we have Books Are Magic from Counting Puddles. Isn't that beautiful? It's almost magical. It reminds me of Disney. All right, then we also have a cat scissor fob for all you cat lovers. And then Bad Stitch has Catching Bats. And look at that little ghost with that butterfly net, or maybe I should say bat fly net. So, and going around trying to catch the bats. Cute. Then Silver Creek Samplers has Christmas Virtues. This is Dance Like Frosty, Shine Like Rudolph, Dream Like Hermie, and Give Like St. Nicholas. Isn't that beautiful? Because, you know, Christmas will be here before we know it. Then from the Stitching Kitten, this is Clara. She's a new designer. Just so pretty from the Nutcracker. Isn't that beautiful? Love those snowflakes. Then we have Creepy Crafter from the Witchy Stitcher. All right, we also have Exercise. I thought you said Extra Fries. I think this is also from Dirty Annie's. And then we have a Flamingo scissor fob. And I know a lot of ladies I know love the Flamingo scissor fob. Very reasonably priced. And from Shannon Christine, we have the Gingerbread Express 2. This is part of a 9-part series. And this is also, a 9-part series. It's called Gulf Coast Treasures. And this is one of the 9 parts. And for some reason, I cannot remember who it's by. But anyway, it might be Shannon Christine, but I wouldn't swear to that. But isn't it pretty? So, all right. That was a crawfish. So be sure and check out Heather's website at nonstopstitching.com. And remember, put in Scotty 10 so you can get a 10% discount, or, not and, just or, Scotty Ship if you'd rather have free shipping on orders over $15. Okay? All right. And be sure and go to her website and sign up for the retreat. She has 1 spot left. and we would love to see you. I know a lot of sweet ladies are going, and some Flosstubers are going, so you might want to check that out, because it's fun. It's close to upstate. I mean, it's in upstate South Carolina, so if you're close by, come on down. All right, and the next thing I want to show and last is our free pattern, and this is from KateStitcher.com. She has a Facebook group called Kate Stitcher Cross Stitch Designs, and it's a turkey because Thanksgiving's coming too. And I'm just going to show you the chart because that's all I have to show. And it is a free pattern, and she posted it on Instagram, so she's sharing it with pretty much everybody. So I will link that below so you can find that. But that's Kate Stitcher on Instagram and on the website. Okay. All right. Okay. Remember our question of the day, or of the week. I mean, oh goodness, where did I put it? Well, oh, here it is. Goodness. Okay. Our question of the week is: do you use a needle threader? Do you lick your thread, or do you fold your thread, or do you just poke it through the needle? So be sure and answer. It'll be interesting to hear what you all do. And also, for our giveaway winner that said Spook E, that would be Rebecca Dilworth 2585. Be sure and send me an email saying I won. And you don't have to say what you won because I only had one giveaway. And make sure you have your correct name, address, so I can get that in the mail to you hopefully this week. Thanks so much. Be sure and 31 of you hit the like button and the subscribe button so we can get that 2,000 subscriber giveaway. And remember, tune in around Halloween for our 2-year Flossiversary. Wow, can't believe it. All right, thanks so much, and I will see you guys hopefully next week, and happy stitching. Bye-bye, everybody.